Welcome to another episode of Real and Uncomfortable.
Yes,
I am Ctez.
Eman Music.
And we have the beautiful Miss Rayven here. Introduce yourself. See what's going on.
All right, guys. It's Ray-Bans. You could call me Bands. I'm here. I don't even know what to say. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, look, she's new, but she's not new. You've seen her around. You've seen her at a lot of our productions. And most of all, you know, she's been on the show before, so you know her opinion's a little bit stronger than most. But that's why she's here, to deal with us telling the truth and kind of reacting to it.
Listen, don't be getting up on me today.
Yeah.
Nah, we would
I
never
can
do
prepare.
that.
You don't know what's in my lap.
We will never do that.
Is that what that bag was over there? Okay, my fault.
Came in strapped.
No, G-Lo, I told you to install metal detectors next time we in here, bro. Yeah.
Listen, got that AI technology.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Well, see, like, you gonna make me have to defend myself like that security guard karate chopping Britney Spears.
Bro, I heard about it. I got to see the video. I heard about it.
Okay. So then
what happened?
So, okay, I'm gonna, as I pull up the video, I believe there's been a couple of different iterations of this story.
Okay.
She says that she was going up to Victor Wembanyamas, the #1 draft pick.
Okay.
Who plays for the San Antonio Spurs.
Okay.
And she was trying to get an autograph. She says that she basically tapped him on the shoulder, or to that point, a lot of her fans feel that she was recognizable enough to know who she was, got close enough, and was disrespected. Whereas his story is he had no idea who it was. His security guards dealt with it, and he didn't necessarily know what happened until hours
Afterwards.
later.
And I definitely believe him, because my thing is, the videos that I've seen of Britney Spears recently, respectfully, and I really don't want to be disrespectful, I would not recognize Britney Spears in the streets. Like, she looks a little, I'm not going to lie, she looks like she's on some. She don't look like the Britney Spears that I know.
I think she's had a little rough.
I was a day one Britney Spears fan. Like, I had to watch that every hour.
Right.
It said, oops, I
Did it again.
Oh my
okay.
gosh.
But when I seen her, like, as of recently, it broke me. Because I'm like, who is
It's not
who is
her.
this?
It's
She's
not
not even
her.
a dancer no more. It just
That's
looked like she
Yeah.
popped a Molly and she's sweating.
Oh my God. Nah, see, I heard that she had some difficulties. You know, she had all of her court cases. They wanted to give her a guardianship. And that's usually when they feel that you can't take care of yourself. Since then, though, I thought she might not be as up to date on social media norms. I suppose she's out there just frolicking.
No, she's definitely she's definitely frolicking. I mean, can we even trust her perspective at this point?
Oh, is this it? Hold on. Here.
Let me see.
Yeah. So that's Miss Britney.
Oh, she
running
ran
up
to
it,
him.
and then back.
Oh.
So to
That was a
me,
smack?
it was a strong arm. It looked like a clear out, and like, dude, again,
I think based on her height,
yeah.
it was an accident. He didn't even turn around.
Mind you, that's not Victor. Like that's his security guard.
He's doing a job.
Yeah.
But my main point is that, like, I would not recognize Britney. She looks like a regular white chick. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I wouldn't recognize her. And
she's
you think
still-
Britney Spears is not gonna run up to, like, that's not.
But
You know what I mean?
But wouldn't she though? Like the Britney that we
The
know
Britney
now.
that we know now, yeah, and that's the problem. Like,
I don't know. She looked like she did a little 3-step. It was like, wait.
right?
Like, you know,
Yeah, she
wait.
was moving like a
Yeah.
fan. You know, so which she might be
I
a
mean,
fan, but it's
she's a
just
fan.
like when I think of Britney Spears growing up, she was #1.
See,
Well-
you know what it is? It was his height. She saw that he was 7 foot and was like, you know what? Let me climb
I need
that.
to-
She was like, let me climb that.
Yo, hold on. Before this somehow slides into short click king slander, which I know you prepping up for. Let me just
How you
say.
know I was prepping?
You was ready. You just already
How you
had it
know I was
cocked and go.
prepping?
Okay, look. I'm just gonna say this. Miss Spears should have had security herself.
That's my whole point. She didn't look like Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Like, she should have had security. She should have had entourage and all that. A little blonde chick running around like that. That's not Britney. That's not. You know what I mean? So
Look, man, whatever it is, I know that this is not what you want as your first piece of news as the #1 draft pick.
Yeah.
You know, people already, you should have seen the comment sections. First off, we know Twitter's toxic. But I didn't know how
wild.
many like racist Britney Spears fans there
Listen,
were.
They love Britney.
Bruh.
They protect Britney almost like they protect Beyonce. I'm
Jesus
telling
Christ.
you.
Yo, that it got ugly real fast for him. I don't know.
But he didn't even turn around. He was just walking. His security did that.
Bro, I didn't know that there was a French version of the N-word until like, they was on this man's neck, bro. They was on him. But again, like I said, she should have had security. I wouldn't have recognized her myself.
Yeah.
And that security guard was doing his
He's
job.
doing his
Do we
job.
know if he apologized?
I think
Who,
he
Victor?
did. I feel like he
think-
did. He said something like, I didn't know
Yeah.
what occurred until after, and he wasn't aware what was going on in that moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
He probably sent her a basket.
I mean, she sounded like she wants something else. But if from your
I
standards,
wouldn't be surprised if you saw her courtside at the Spurs game during the season.
I was gonna say she's
Yeah.
definitely gonna be courtside.
Well, shit, smack me too.
Get the tickets in. Get the tickets in. Well, speaking of people fanning out for people, I know who's a fan of Usher now.
Listen, I'm a fan of Usher too.
Jesus.
wait, so hold on. So with that being said, would you move the same way that Keke
I would
Palmer?
have listen. I would have moved the exact
Oh my
same way.
God.
See, that's-
The
Because
that's
it's
tough.
Usher.
That's the
It's
disrespect.
Usher.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
So, if you guys aren't aware, you have to be under a social media rock if you
Definitely.
aren't. But Miss Keke Palmer, I'm not gonna lie, she's one of Black America's sweethearts. I looked at her completely differently after this
Oh
moment.
my goodness. Differently.
Different. So, she was at a Usher show recently, wearing something a little bit more provocative than you would have normally expected. But then again, who cares about what she's wearing? The key is what Usher didn't want her to be wearing. Because that man, he looked like he had X-ray vision the way he was staring at that woman. And she looked like she enjoyed every bit of his glance.
I'm not mad at Usher though.
No,
Usher
I
did
can't
what
be
Usher
mad
was
at-
supposed to do.
I can't be mad at
And what
Usher.
she was wearing, every man would have looked at it that way.
I feel
No,
like
she looked phenomenal too.
you
She
guys
looked phenomenal.
Are digging a little bit too deep.
What you mean?
Because this is something that Usher would do to a regular fan
Well, hold
Right.
on though.
in the crowd. So
this
why
is-
does it matter?
It matters because what transpired after.
Right.
Once these videos released, of course, normal fan videos, oh my gosh, it's Usher, or oh my gosh, Usher's singing to me. Her boyfriend, baby father, I don't know, fiance, I don't know what their relationship status is. He voiced on Twitter that, he was not appreciative of what she was wearing and the way that she was coming off to social media despite their relationship. He felt disrespected. And it blew up, exposing that, at least in my mind, a lot of people don't necessarily care what your relationship is doing as long as, one, your partner is making more than you, and two, it's Usher.
Well, can we just start with his first problem?
Okay.
He went where?
What you mean?
To Twitter.
Okay.
He went to Twitter. If he had an issue with his girlfriend,
should've
fiance,
dealt with her.
wife, he should have dealt with her. So
Okay.
a lot of people responded in that negative manner because he didn't handle that shit correctly. He thought he was about to say something and, get a round of applause.
He did though.
And he didn't.
He did get a round of applause.
I don't know
There
which,
was a lot
which
of
Twitter
people-
feed you was
there was
looking
a lot
at.
of people who was applauding him for that. I will say this: you said that his response was on social media and he shouldn't have done that. I will say, I do think healthy relationships deal with things.
Privately.
You uphold people in public, you correct in private,
Private.
right? But I will say the disrespect was where?
Public, Twitter.
It was on Twitter.
Listen, I
So
didn't see the
sometimes you got to
disrespect.
address things right where they taking it.
Yeah.
I feel like Keke Palmer didn't know what she was doing was disrespectful. Like it was a little two-step.
You think that was a new
He
conversation?
lifted her arm. They did a little two-step. She, fangirled, and then she sat her ass down. That was it.
You know what? I will say this. I think it could have been worse. I think that this doesn't happen if this wasn't a conversation before, though. Because I feel like that dress, he's seen it. I feel like this is that conversation that couples have where it's like, you're not going to tell me what to wear. And I feel like it started there and it just transpired and dripped into the internet. You think it's not like Keke Palmer's going to go out somewhere else to change so he doesn't see what she's wearing. I think that they knew they had this dialogue before and she said, you're not telling me what to do.
I mean-
I'm going out here.
I feel like people, definitely like artists who are like in the mainstream, like they get paid to wear certain things.
So how much you think that she made to wear
I'm
this?
not saying that she did, but regardless, like you go to the club, I've seen like 20 outfits that are like that.
Okay.
Bitches be with their man. Why is it a big
Whoa,
deal?
Key. What was that last part you said?
Why is it a big deal?
No, before
Be
that.
with?
Be with who?
Their man.
Uh-huh.
All right. So now, all right, guys, and I wanna and Gilo, help me in the editing here. But there was a video where a guy was at an Usher show with his lady, and somebody had posted, "Nah, bro, this is how you're supposed to act. You're not supposed to be on no sucker shit and being all upset when a guy sings to your girl." And he saw Usher came up, video, can cue that up somewhere. But Usher comes up, he shakes the guy's hand. Now he keeps a professional distance from the girl. Now he still does the whole, "Oh my gosh, look at you, Miss Lady, I'm singing." Grabs her by the hand. She does a spin, mind you, still distance.
He was sitting right there.
Sitting right there.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then she sits
It was
back
a
down.
different vibe. It was a different vibe.
That's a different
It was a different
vibe
vibe.
than giving fuck me eyes as your cheeks are out
It's Usher.
after, bruh, I don't care who it is. That's your man, right? Because flip the script, and now you ever see that Janet Jackson video where
Which
she
one?
brings the dude on stage and kind of like
Goes
he's strapped
crazy
up
on
to
him.
and she just kind of goes crazy on him? Or even better yet, that Destiny's Child video with Terrence Howard where he looks like he might have needed to change his pants afterwards.
But somebody made a point about that. They were like, well, after that is when Jay-Z cheated
Cheat.
on Beyonce.
So that's
And-
the reason niggas cheating. That's the reason niggas cheating.
Because
Okay.
there's a lack of respect.
But okay,
Yeah.
so is there respect when guys go to the strip club?
Well, then that should be a conversation.
Okay.
If you
so-
don't feel right about your man going to the strip club, then tell him don't go.
But that's my issue. So like she made a quote unquote mistake. I didn't see no mistakes. Kiki, listen, you did your thing. I would have did the same thing. However, if this was a mistake, let her go home, have her conversation, and we'll see what she does in the future. However, like, come on now, it's Usher.
It's tough for me. I think
They did a
I
two-step.
excuse it because it is Keke Palmer,
Right.
and we know that Keke Palmer is very friendly. She's very
Yeah,
you know
she's
what I'm saying?
charismatic.
If it
She's
was
just
a
open.
regular girl, I'd feel a different way.
He got you acting
If you're
different. He got
a
you acting
regular
out of
girl
pocket.
and you're not moving like that usually, and he gets you like that, I'd feel a certain.
Well, here's my problem with it all is on both sides. First off, I know a lot of ladies are taking this and bring it to a tit for tat point. Now, fuck all of that tit for tat bullshit. The idea is, do you or do you not respect your relationship and want to honor your person?
That's
if
it.
you're going outside
It's
and
that
you want to
simple.
act a certain way, then you can do that, but just understand and have an idea in your head of how this makes your person look.
That's it.
If that is not factored in, then why are you with the person?
I feel like Kiki could have took this far. She did respect her.
It could
person.
be worse.
So,
But in the video, like I'm saying,
It could be
no,
worse.
So what?
It could
She
be
didn't,
worse.
she didn't bend over because if that was me,
I know somebody who
head to toes, like it's Usher.
She definitely let the cheeks out. though.
She didn't do a one cheek jiggle when she came up. Like, she didn't do none of that. She didn't face him and she didn't body line. She didn't shove her titties in his face. Like, none of that. She kept it cute. They were thigh to thigh. It was a two-step and she fangirl. That's it.
that's still a lie.
and it was on what? It was recorded, so she knew her man was gonna see it.
It's still a lot. And again, the idea is whatever your partner is comfortable with.
It sounds
I
a
hear-
little bit insecure.
I was
to me.
hoping you said that.
Oh,
because
we got to dive into the Adam
It sounds a
22
little
featuring
bit
insecurity.
insecure to
let's
me.
talk about the word insecurity, right? The word insecurity is the act of not being secure.
Right.
Who are the only people who can make you feel secure or insecure in your
About your
relationship?
relationship.
yourself.
No,
I feel
it's
like
Your
it's
partner
it's,
can
it
do
is
that
your
as well.
partner definitely has okay, because now let's talk about financial security. Let's talk about physical security. Let's talk about the things that you would normally look at in a relationship that you would want with the dude. If a dude comes up to you, he's 5 foot,
Foot.
oh, why did you do that?
5 foot. I can't even see him.
Okay, so do you feel physically secure with him?
Bruh, I feel secure with myself to know that I need somebody.
No,
who
no, no,
is
no, no, no,
5'11"
no,
or
no,
above.
no. So you don't
The
feel
way she
physically
just
secure.
spun off
I know you don't feel physically secure with dude, right?
You don't.
Bruh,
You don't.
I feel like I can take care of myself. If you're 5 foot, you can't do anything for me.
Okay.
Therefore,
so,
I'm gonna take care of myself.
So-
I'm secure.
no.
with
So
myself.
here's the idea that if we're in a relationship and I'm holding down this spot, I'm occupying this spot in your life. What are you doing to make me feel like I'm the only person that can occupy this spot in your life? And if I tell you that you going to expose your cheeks to Usher makes me feel like Usher can take my spot.
So I won't do it again. If you tell me
Why should you have done it in the first place?
because it's Usher. Like,
There you go. And what does
Eminem
that
said,
tell
you
me?
only got one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow.
So then,
Like,
that tells me that you're looking for a hall pass and looking for your
That's
partner
not-
to
that's not
let
a
you
hall pass.
do a little something on the side.
there's limits. There's 100%
Okay,
limits.
all right.
What I'm saying is Keke Palmer did not cross a limit.
To
She
her-
stayed within her relationship.
For Keke Palmer. You see what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like, once again, I don't think a regular girl moving like that,
If it was a regular girl, this would have been
Yeah.
an issue. You would have cut her off.
I would have had a conversation with her.
I think it's all
A
just
conversation
conversation
is
is
appropriate.
remedy.
I would have had a
I think the conversation is
but
appropriate.
my thing is, if you're dating Keke Palmer, that I feel like that's the main point people like forget. She is a public figure. Her personality is very outgoing and open. You know what I'm saying? She it's Keke Palmer.
But what I'm saying is, do not have an issue with this, and then being in the club the weekend, next weekend slapping ass, or at the strip club throwing money on ass. You can't have two separate conversations when it comes to this type of topic.
but here's the problem though, is that you can, because it's all about what the person feels is appropriate or
yeah.
disrespectful, and the negotiation you have within the relationship. Like, if you're okay with going to the strip club together and that changes the idea of you going to the strip club, then cool. That might be the parameters that this happens. Somebody said that, how is dude mad that her cheeks are out if he posted a video of her twerking? And I'm like, the difference is that he was there and that twerking was for his personal entertainment, not Usher's.
Word.
But did he post it?
No, but I just want to cut in because Eman has to dip out.
Oh.
And I want to hear his stuff because we're talking about let's keep it real.
Yeah.
And it's hard to make y'all uncomfortable.
Oh.
But this is a PG-13 subject. What situation would you rather have? This situation with Keke Palmer dancing with Usher, or the situation like Adam22, where his
Okay.
girl is having literal sex on camera
With
a not to sound racist, but
With
a
black
fucking
guy.
goddamn, you gotta look
Yeah.
at, like.
Yeah.
So let's just explain that real quick and touch on that.
So if you guys are unaware, Adam22 is the host of Plug Talk with his girlfriend, Lena the Plug, now wife. She is an adult film star. They both work together in some of her content. She's also known to do solo content and her content with other women. The idea of Plug Talk is they interview other adult starlets, and either during or after the interview, they engage in threesome sexual activities with that person. Like I said, she's an adult star, but she's known for doing work with him or other females. Just recently, Adam let her shoot, or I say let, but he condoned her shooting with known porn star Jason Love. And he's getting all the jokes, all the shade, all of the slander, and they're throwing around that word cuck.
Cook?
Cuck, not cook.
Cuck?
Even though he wishes that she got cooked, but they're talking about the word cuck. That just means as you are a husband and your wife is sleeping with other dudes, and you can't do anything about it, or you enjoy it. Who knows? What do you think about that?
I just think my boy is wild for even allowing that to happen. Like, I could never see myself let a man violate my girl like this. Like, there's no way that and what bothers me is that the internet is trying to portray it as like, oh yeah, he's secure in his relationship. That don't got nothing
That's
to do
why
with being
that
secure.
insecurity word
That don't
is
got nothing to do
bullshit.
with being
listen,
secure.
it sounds
Bullshit.
secure to me.
So,
Oh my God.
allowing
secure
another
to
man
me.
to smash your girl is being secure, and not wanting another man to smash your girl is
All right,
insecure.
so I have a question. So the line is crossed when it's not a woman. So she
Yes. Yes.
All right, so you're okay with your woman having sex with another woman.
female.
It don't matter if she
I'm-
thrashed
I do
you or
know that-
whatever.
I'm not okay with it,
Yeah.
but I would have less of a problem with it.
I think
So is that insecure?
No.
No.
I would say that there's a level of things that sometimes women don't understand, and there's like a level of territorialness.
Yeah,
of
I'm not
when
letting no other man dominate my chick.
Yeah, because versus, I know men who aren't okay with even lesbian activities, but it is what it is in terms of that. If it means that you don't deal with whatever. Also, a lot of men who are okay with the lesbian activities are okay with it because they think it's opening the door for them to have a threesome. Is really my guess.
Okay, so this is kind of like a hall pass, like we were talking about beforehand. Like,
I don't know
listen,
if this is.
I'll give you a little bit of this if I can get a little bit of that.
Well, see, and that was the other argument is that they have over the course of their show had massive amounts of threesomes. Now, part of that also you have to think about is that Lena the Plug's whole brand is based on that. Without her adult stuff, she has no career.
Right.
So just responsibly, economically speaking, for them as a couple, it's better for them to allow her to do that as a halfway mark without transgressing against his potential reservations.
Right.
But of course, I think they stand to make a lot of money off of this whole new thing.
They're gonna go crazy.
Yeah, people
with
are gonna go crazy buying it. The interviews are already going stupid.
Crazy.
I'm sure their numbers are going absolutely bananas when it
Crazy.
comes to social media. But yeah, I think when people say insecure, it's bullshit. Y'all just don't care about your partners.
Right.
Say that with your chest.
I mean, I don't think it's
just
a
say
lack
that with
of
your chest.
care.
It's okay. If you don't care about your man, it's fine. That nigga will have to get over it, and that's what y'all feel.
You said they're married, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he knew.
I think they have a child.
He knew what he was married.
Well, that's different. His situation, I would honestly say he's like straddling the line of cuck. So like, there's a point. People are saying like, oh, this is the first time. Do we know that this is the first time and it's just
Probably
not on
not.
camera?
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's my thought process. Is that they may have been dealing with this before, but it's just the first time the shit was filmed.
Right.
Now, I see Rayven getting excited about hall passes and shit.
I'm not excited about a hall pass. Nobody said all that.
Oh, it's not Usher though?
See, y'all trying to get me in trouble like Keke Palmer. Now my man about to post something on Twitter.
I'm making sure that shit go viral too. I'm retweet,
Don't
retweet,
do that.
retweet.
Don't
Yeah.
do that.
But I mean, I think you said it all. I couldn't do it. And funny enough, during the interview with the dude, they did a little bit of a touch base. He said he couldn't even do it. The guy who, was hired to film with her said
He felt
That's
uncomfortable.
But that's shady though.
He said, "Yeah, man, I don't
That's
know if
shady.
I could have done it myself. I don't know if I have it in me to let that happen." But
He just called him a bitch. That's what
Wow.
I
No,
heard.
that's exactly what it is.
that's what it feels like.
To allow a man to smash your girl,
Ooh.
like is at that point I can't even respect it.
G-Lo, can you do a little bit more editing magic and pull up the video of dude having a conversation about the aftermath with Shorty, where she's
The porn star or the husband?
hold on.
Both of them, I think.
Did you send that
Damn.
to you sent that to the group chat, G-Lo?
I didn't have any service.
Oh shit, hold on.
If you go to her pages right there.
Yeah, okay. Copy. Lena the Plug, right?
Look at her face. Yo,
Today.
but you know what that tells me?
It's finally happening. Wow. I did not know you were going to do that.
Imagine having
He just
that
patted him on the back.
conversation
No.
with the dude.
No.
Yeah, bro,
Listen.
you did
No.
that shit.
You heard about it?
But you
Oh
know
my
what?
God.
Like this gives him a boost. Like, you know what I mean? Like next time I'm
Man.
gonna do better.
Does it? No, what? Fuck
I'm
that.
gonna do better.
Nah, that's not the type of motivation I
No,
think a nigga needs.
I think if Adam didn't have the money that he has, she wouldn't be with him.
Yeah, I mean that's true too. I guess that's it. Now, how do you handle that type of a conversation? Period. How do y'all think the conversation went?
I feel like once a man's ego is hurt, there's no going back from that. Like honestly.
All right.
So if this hurt his ego, he's gonna make her pay for that for like the rest of their relationship.
Well, I think so too. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it. I feel like at that point he could probably do anything he wants.
Like, I don't know about all that, but
I mean, they were already
clearly she could do whatever she want, and she wasn't missing out. So
I
They
mean, but
was-
she got his permission for it. Permission is a strong word, but he agreed to it before she did it. She didn't just go off and do it. You know what I mean? But my whole thing is, at that point, in the back of her mind, I think she loses respect for you as a man. She looks at the black dude as more of a man than you. In the back of her mind, she might not say it,
nah, I
but
can
she
agree with
loses
that.
respect for you as a man.
Yeah.
I feel like if
She gonna play nice.
my man allows somebody like to try to talk to me or if
violate
you
you.
violate me, then I'm gonna be like,
You
Try,
looking
man.
down at him, right?
She said
Yeah,
she was
so-
in pain for 3 days.
That was the
after.
video I was looking for. That was the video I was looking for. Yeah. 3 days.
3 days.
She was. and
he had
was-
to watch her
He's like
limp around
consoling
the
her.
house.
Yo, no,
Bruh,
no.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
No.
nah, bro.
Real, but not for nothing. From a marketing standpoint, you understand how much money they're gonna make off
Oh.
this. Of who's gonna buy this tape?
I was just
but my
saying
thing
that.
is
Is it worth it?
my whole
Yup.
point is where do you put in principles and morals? Like at that point, if money can make you do anything, I don't respect you. You understand what I'm saying?
Well,
if you put a check in front of me and I'm just doing whatever just for the check, there's no respect.
Like
there's
I said,
I can't rock with that.
shame and honor, man. Y'all, people don't feel shame anymore, and they don't honor their relationships the same way anymore. And when you open up the door for certain things like that, there's points of aftermath. Not just her walking funny, but the different types
3 days.
3 days.
And that's, to me, stuff like that, like she should have kept that to herself. Not everything
Nah,
that
I wouldn't have said that out loud.
Not everything
About, you
that-
all right, babe?
That's what I'm-
Yeah.
yeah,
My
like,
stomach hurt.
keep it cool.
Stomach hurt.
Not
I'm
everything's meant to be
lactose.
said, bro. I don't know. I get a little too emotional about it because it's like, bro, she wilding on.
Yeah.
But he's allowing it, so you can't even be mad. Like,
Do you think that this is it? Do you think that this was a one and done?
no,
A
this
1-0?
is they gonna
like
do it
she
again.
has to. They have to just keep it going now.
They gonna do it again.
I have a question. Would you guys care if this was an ex? Like, let's say you guys are in a new relationship, right? And then she's like, my ex kind of laid it down like this. Like, he had me sore for 3 days. I'm happy to be having sex with you because I'm not hurt after. Like, you know?
No,
Wait, hold on,
No,
run
no.
that back one time.
So, yeah,
because that messed me up. Run that back one more time.
Basically, like, she's just like, oh, I like having sex with you because my ex dick was too big. He had me sore for three.
what do they
3
call
days.
it? They girls call it boyfriend dick versus like porn stars will say that
She's
they
saying
will
you don't slut me
specifically, yeah, they specifically go with guys with who are a little less well endowed.
Well, I'm saying, would you
Yeah.
care? Or would that hurt your ego?
I don't. To me, I feel like not everything is meant to be said. Right? You can have that thought in your head. There's no plus in you telling me.
What if she meant it as a compliment, though?
Don't care.
That's
There's
not a
certain
compliment.
things. There's certain things that are
That's
like
not a compliment.
You know when you've hurt somebody's ego because easily, all right. Say you send somebody. Say your man sends you a video about Kegels, or feminine hygiene. You know what I'm saying? It's helpful, sure, but did
No,
you?
I feel like that's like bullseye. That's intentional.
I think that
Me, like, if we laid up and I'm telling you, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not, it's not Pound Town all the time. Like, you have some emotion
All right.
with it.
So-
I'm not.
So let's think. Then let me rephrase it. What if he's
Okay.
like, damn, baby, I'm just so happy I'm able to last so long with you. Other times they was just gripping me, and that was just I couldn't hold it. But with you, we can do this all night.
Facts,
It's just,
that joint dry as hell. Like
Yeah.
I have time to compose myself.
Not
Because
dry.
before, like it was my ex was slippery as hell. Like, but you giving me time to compose.
So saying it's dry is a backhanded compliment.
But that's what
saying
I'm
you
saying.
can last. Like, he's saying, like, now I can finally enjoy it. I mean,
you gonna accept that?
yeah, I'll accept it. I'm gonna be doing I'm gonna get my little yoni egg.
All
and be
right
doing my
then,
Kegels,
okay.
but
See,
I'm
all
gonna
right.
accept it.
I think it's a matter how you word it. Like even
Nah,
the
fuck
whole
all of
concept of
that.
like my ex was bigger than you don't have to worry like it. You just say like I enjoy it
I
better
love
with you.
it. Yeah, I love. Yeah, I
You know what I'm
enjoy
saying? You
being
don't gotta go
with
to
you,
the
yeah.
details of why. You know
But
what
what
I
if
mean?
he asks why? Is it fair game?
Then you a dummy for you a dummy for asking why.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, so there it is. Don't ask your partner about their exes.
Yeah, no,
Lord.
that's a big no.
Keep it cute.
Do you ever get jealous just by vision of an ex?
I
Like,
don't. Honestly, I don't.
You see what they used to talk to, who they used to talk to.
You know what's so funny? Like, with my current relationship,
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that he kind of dates the same. So that makes me feel better because, like, at least these girls is educated. You know what I mean?
You feel like you meet the standards.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You feel
so there's
like
nobody I look at, I'm like, I'm mad.
you feel proud to be within the echelon of this.
Listen, I don't want to be compared to them.
Stop
But
it.
secretly,
Everybody
I'm
compares.
just like, okay, me and you could have been friends if
Yeah.
we didn't share a partner. So I'm cool with it.
Okay, I hear that. E, what about you, man? You look back at like your girl's exes and be
No.
like, oh, just not at all. Them niggas don't exist.
That's
Okay.
You gotta let that go. Let the exes be the exes. Leave them alone. I don't want to know who was better, who was this. This is a fresh start. We starting fresh.
Okay,
Let's
that
focus
said-
on that and let's figure out how we can make this the best situation possible.
So with that said, you sound like one of those people who say past doesn't matter.
It depends on how you look at it. Body count matters because that tells me a lot
Body
about.
count matters.
Yeah,
I thought
no.
we weren't doing that anymore.
No, I don't think you ask. But I feel like
you
if
don't
it
ask,
comes
but
across
if
or
we have that conversation,
yeah.
it definitely matters.
So 2 years deep, and she goes, "Yeah, I had sex with
100 people.
30 men last month." No, not last
Whoa.
month. Last month. Let's say last year. I had
Like-
sex with 30 men last year.
B-
You cut her
before-
off in those 2 years?
Well, see, that's unfair. You're putting history in that. I think history makes a lot of exits tough.
I feel like it either matters or it
No,
doesn't.
Nah,
I think body counts
I
matter.
think 3 months in, I think if you're 3 months in and you hear about a crazy body count, I think that's droppable. I think that year in, I think that you gotta kind of, I don't know. I think you gotta give it some consideration. That said, you know, we can all look forward to this release by Adam22, Lena the Plug, and
I'ma watch it.
their co-star.
I'm gonna watch it.
gonna watch
I
it?
want to see why she was sore for 3
Jeez.
days.
No,
That's
my
what I
God.
want to see.
No.
I will say this is gonna be one of those things. You said it before that like people start talking about emotional intelligence about. So fellas, beware when you're throwing out those ultimate questions and you know people talking about hall passes and this, that, and the third. Just
Who was that?
Jesus. Yo, this is getting really uncomfortable really quickly. So I'm gonna just sign off. This has been Ctez
Eman Music.
Bands.
and Real and Uncomfortable coming at you.
Tryna level up, better get with us.